Today I'm sharing one of my most asked questions from homeowners. So whether you're thinking of selling or not, I think you'll want to know too. I often hear homeowners say, well, my house is assessed at X amount of dollars, so I could probably list it right around there. And then comes the question, so what is the difference between the assessed value and the market value anyways? Well, I'm here to explain that for you. So I'm going to explain and then I'll share how to figure out which price you should use to set the list price of your house. Let's start with the assessed value. The assessed value of your home is used to calculate your property taxes. So this value is determined by an assessor and is assigned by your municipality. The assessor comes up with your home value based on recently sold properties nearby. The size and location of your home and all of those things is taken into consideration as well. So any updates that have been done, pulled permits for remodeling, additions, etc., that is all calculated in. The assessed value of your home is public knowledge and it is contained in property records. It's actually common for the assessed value to be lower than the market value, so it's important to always consult with a professional before listing your home for sale to help you determine what the price would be and what is appropriate. You want to make sure that you're not underpricing your home because then you're only taking the assessed value into consideration. Now, let's talk about market value. The market value of a home is determined by a variety of characteristics. This includes the location, the square footage, the lot size, the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, the condition and quality, as well as the finishing touches such as appliances, flooring, kitchen and bath updates, and any other specific home features. The market value also takes comparable homes into consideration by looking at what is currently for sale and what is recently sold in the neighborhood. Supply and demand determine whether or not it is a buyer's or seller's market. And as we all know, right now it is a seller's market. So this means how many homes are for sale versus how many buyers are buying them. That is what determines if it's a buyer or seller's market. So after compiling all of that data, you can come up with an accurate list price for your home. The actual market value will be decided based on what a buyer is willing to pay for the home and what the seller agrees to sell one for. But one thing to keep in mind, if you are looking to sites like Zillow to figure out what your market value is, you definitely might want to get a second opinion. Many times Zillow value is unrealistic and either much higher than what your house could potentially or reasonably sell for, or it is much lower. Recently, I worked with a seller who thought that their home was valued $45,000 lower than what was determined to be the market value. He was basing his sole value on the assessed value of what Zillow had listed. So Zillow has never been inside your home. They are generating your value based on neighboring homes that have sold recently, and the rest is just data gathered by a computer and ultimately spitting out an average price. So here is how you should figure out, here's how I should figure out what is the list price for my home. You're going to want to first have a professional tour your home, learn about any updates that you've done and anything else that could increase or decrease the market value of your home before coming up with an accurate list price. This is why you always want to list with a real estate agent. You want to make sure, you don't want to make the mistake of pricing it way below market value and leaving that $45,000 or however much on the table like the seller that I mentioned did. Lastly, the assessed value can be used to negotiate the price you want to sell your home for. Your real estate agent can, however, use your assessed value